What's poppin', people? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. It's about time that we actually had this matchup here, as we are going to be seeing Armour facing off against Armour. Veemon Armour versus terriermon Armours. We'll be having Mr. Tricks on the sticks, stuck to the top table as usual. This one at least round one. And we'll be facing off against a player also getting ready for the Salford Regional, testing out some Armour, net decking a list. I do see some interesting text that we have been talking about in the Armour chat. Stuff like the plasma shots is an interesting one, but yep. We'll see how they go. I know they predominantly play One Piece. I mean, pretty obvious from the playmat, but gonna be setting up a Magnamon, just a single blocker, use the terriermon to play Willis. Willis gonna give them a new one, and then there's the matchup. Minus 5k, so it's gonna swing through, get the Armour Purge, and then it's gonna kill the Veemon. It's why you basically should never develop the Magna in this matchup directly into the thing. You just assume that the Rapid is going to immediately smoke that pack, and you are going to be resetting your entire board. So we're going to be using this one as like a learning experience, gang. Normally you push out the Veemon here, you get some jamming, you get some value, but unfortunately, Blaster Evo at the counter timing, newly introduced in BT15's box topper. That is not a Magnamon. I mean, it is a Magnamon, but not a Magnamon that can go from a Veemon. So we are going to swing in, and we are going to proc at the counter timing. The Evo is going to unsuspend and block, and it's also going to lock down one of the Davises. Not that it matters. Davis play Veemon. Veemon find no armors is kind of unfortunate. I'm actually not going to fault them for that one. The double agent. Sometimes just be like that. Player Davis, please don't play the Veemon. Playing the Veemon is optional. He's done the what is considered the fanboy sin, which is to yeah, it was burned from security because he swung through the Veemon, so it doesn't even get it. Does hit the Davis this time and then unsuspend. Davis gets to find a Veemon at least, or find a Magnamon, but you've just gotten rid of your Veemon. You're hoping that makes it back to you. Alliance is going to swing for the 2 checks. Is going to kill him dead. 1, 2. In 0 evolve into Gargo, Gargo into Rapid, and Rapid is going to set up the protection, so we are going to get the... We are going to be able to see the Magnamon. He is going to gain all that memory at start of main phase, so from 3 to 6. And things are looking kind of rough. What did you guys think of the Europe Regional? The Karlsruhe Regional? Did you enjoy seeing your favorite UK Digimon caster on the microphone? Joined by KBeads as well, the Misplay for Game Takeover. If you have no idea what I'm talking about in terms of Misplay for Game Takeover, you know, maybe you've never, you don't even know who KBeads is. Maybe you know Evil Marcio from the shorts. Yeah, I mean, we're 2 parts of the 3 heads of the Misplay for Game podcast every Saturday, 7 p.m. UK time. We do a podcast, talk about Digimon. Some of it's unhinged. It's very, very fun. We usually have a guest on. Sometimes those guests are celebrity guests like Huang Zero. Sometimes it's people from our locals like Mr. Tricks on the sticks. And we even do bonus content available for everyone that is at the champion level or higher. Which is why, you know, this is also your shout out to potentially consider joining the memberships. And we're going to be going into game 2 as there's no route out of this.
Matrix Digivolution.
What's poppin', tamers? We're back with Player Ammo once again. A bunch of people ask me why I drink Player Ammo, and it's because they sponsor me. Duh. Jokes aside, I actually was drinking Player Ammo before all of that, because I actually don't have much of a sweet tooth, and I find a lot of energy drinks to be too sweet, especially a lot of the powder brands, but the no sugar approach for Player Ammo and their focus on more tart, like sour flavors, really suits my palate. The fruit punch is really just fruity and packs a nice kick. The blue raspberry is really, really nice as well, nice and sour, kind of like when you get those slushies. If you want something a little bit on the sweeter side, there's the strawberry lemonade, which is more strawberry than it is lemonade. And they do have the lemon flavors as well. And I can tell you for a fact that the new black cherry flavor goes foolish. Yeah, the way I mix mine is by getting the dry powder in and then getting a little bit of water in and just mixing it around to try and make a slurry. Then I add up to half the bottle and shake it a baby. All right, coming into game 2. It's going to be terriermon going first. I'm not entirely sure I like going second here as the Armour player. We're going to get the Bukamon first. If you play Davis and int away your Veemon, I'm going to be furious. You are trolling. So that was his only Veemon, and he's going to play the Veemon that doesn't search a new Veemon, and he's going to expect this to make it back to him. We're going to quite literally learn nothing from game 1. Like, just straight up learn nothing. He is going to get away with it, though. He is going to get away with it because kind of uncharacteristic for Trix. He chose not to... Like, he chose to stay in the back. Normally, he is someone that is willing to just, like, challenge you on board. We do find the second Veemon, so we'll get away with it. But, the fanboy Sin is going to swing in, hits a quartz. We're now going to purge down, so now probably it's suspended, but you're going to presumably... The correct thing to do here would be to go into Magna, the BT15 one, because it now will give you a sticky body if it floats. I mean, it's going to bottom deck 4 more pieces, and I like the memory setter being put here. It's going to find... Please take a... I'd say take the Veemon. Not a huge fan of taking the second Magnamon because you already have one, but it is what it is. Speaking of things we already have, though, as Trix gets ready to do his donuts, I would like to say a massive shout out to all the members at the Mega level. We do have Justice Josh, tier 3, as well as a Ultimate tier here on YouTube. With our Ultimates, we do have the Tommy NT, Tommy Trix on the Sticks, 3 Strike Rule, and of course Justice Josh as well, still technically an Ultimate. At champion level, getting that bonus content we talked about earlier, we do have Shinny Carry, Coffee Deus, and DHM. And then at the rookies, we do have Bradley Robb, Seb Bainbridge Coombs, and Greatness Beam. Thanks to all of the members, especially also those people on Twitch that have been supporting us with Prime subs, gifted subs, all that good stuff. That was a fun little hype train last night for the podcast. Everyone celebrating what was 12 hours of listening to my voice if you watched all of the regional as well as all of the podcast. So yeah, Digimon is sick this year. We had a lot of fun and love doing what I'm doing. So please help me keep supporting me as I try and do what I want to do. I'm going to bounce back a Rapid as we get ready to go in. There's no blocker right now, but first verse, same as... Well, next verse, same as the first. Just going to immediately counter timing Evo. It's going to lock down the Veemon, which means the Veemon no longer can evolve. It's why you have to play around it properly. You really do need to actually get rid of both Rapids. So we're just going to put down the BT8 Davis Ken, which is a card that some people do like. A lot of us are kind of teched off of it because 4 memory just feels pretty slow, especially when you have a memory setter. You're kind of just relying on seeing it in security. We're going to swing. We are going to hit in for 2 checks. Sorai is going to strip 2, but lucky for him, the ace is at the top. It's going to stop the ace from going swing on suspend, but lucky for him, that it was the alliance on that one. Very unfortunate that Davis is going to send 3 to the bottom, but it does at least cycle him closer to finding Veemons or pieces he needs. I actually don't hate the idea of evolving a rookie in the back and then just dropping Sorai. Maybe see if you can get like a little bit more value. Evolve in the back into a preferably non-BT8 Magna, and then you can Sorai, or drop a Veemon on field. Veemon, search for some pieces, then drop the Sorai. Yes, you're passing 4, but it should strip out. It'll strip out and stun the Mega Gargo Ace, so that's not going to be able to do Alliance Swing on Suspend. But then it kind of requires Trix to have the have another Mega Gargo Ace for his Rapid. Unfortunately, for the Armour player, Sorai doesn't... Okay, I hate that. That was... Oh, I mean, Overflow, that's actually not too bad. Woo! With Armours, you can ignore the source. Oh, did he not check? Did he not check? Oh, is it Armours in both trash? Yeah, Plasma Shot is not a card that I've interacted with for a while. We've been half joking about putting it in. No, it's only in your trash. Yeah, so unfortunately, it's not going to do anything. I'm going to swing. It's going to swing through. You're going to get the safe burn. Nope, it's burned. So no Davis. Rapid in the back. Yeah, and then the reboot. He sets up nicely again. That said, though, if we have another BT Magna, then, you know, we're good. Problem is, he bounced it. I mean, you could Sorai it this time. Like, you didn't do it last time. You could evolve into something than Sorai. Please tell me you have a Magna. Yeah, you have a Magna, so... Bro, stop hand shuffling and start moving cards, please. Please. Go into BT13 Magna. You'll go in for reduced cost. You go in for reduced cost, and then you drop the Sorai. Stop looking at that card. You don't have an armor form. I mean, you could go into BT8. You're not going to get suspended. You'll be slightly big, but I think BT13 allows you to play around potentially... It allows you to play around, like, getting shrunk through something. Because, yeah, you'll get that DP increase, but if you get shrunk, then you're in trouble. So this is... Yep, for reduced cost -1 because of the... Oh, you had Awakening! Oh, that's so painful. He could have kept turn. If he just dropped Awakening, he would have been immune to DP- as well. Then he would be the infinite wall that would not have been slowable. So now all he's done is made it so he... Wait, why is he suspended? It's not a block. It's not a block. Wait. Why did he get suspended? I'm so confused. Either way, he is going to de-digivolve. And actually, through the mechanic known as security, he stays in the game. Never punished, I guess. Alright, so to my utter dismay, we are actually going to get the full clear. Because Plasma Shot is going to do... Wait, nope. Oh my goodness. Did we just drop it without having enough to kill? Okay, so targets the Rapid, is going to just blow straight through it, DP-. I don't know. I hate the way this has been played. Second Plasma Shot. I mean, at least we finally have an off turn. Rapid built up in the back. And Henry for 3. It sets up for Biomerge here, so... He should, more or less, have a game. Oh, yeah, hitting it with us. This should just be... Well, I mean... No, because the Magna's not DP immune, so... If you swing through it, it will... If you swing through it, then it will unsuspend. We're actually in a pretty okay position now. Hitting the training is not ideal. And... I mean, going sideways with your blocker is not fantastic either. Oh, he's just hitting all the extenders. Every time he interacts with security, things look worse. Also, we, again, did not use Awakening to at least give yourself DP- protection, which would make sure that he was just bigger. Safe. Training and a Willis, so we're going to evolve for 0 into Rapid. Rapid, suspend the -5k both. If only that was avoidable. If only that was avoidable. He's probably going to heal 1 through this whole... Like, heal 2 through this whole thing. Just needs to figure out how much damage he's done. So it's -5, so both these currently sitting at 6k. Ashpedet into the Rapid is going to then hit for the Digivolve, so now we're a 2k Rapid. And then shrink by 4. Digivolve again, that kills the Veemon. And then it's -9 on the other one, and the 5 will fade, so we're just -4. Set up for counter timing on both of them. Yeah, really good clear there from Trix. By making sure the DP minus didn't stack and kill the Magnamon, he was able to actually fully de-digivolve it back down to the Veemon where it wouldn't float. So he was actually able to properly remove one body as opposed to letting him go through it. Also with the double de-digivolve, he prevented the double heal. And that is a very, very solid example of like how a veteran player can dissect a board and help you kind of just like mitigate game extension. Trix is obviously up one game, and he is trying to push for lethal, and the wall will get annoying if he keeps losing his pieces. So I don't hate the way that he did this. I think now it's time to finally use the BT15 Magna. Obviously, it's a very expensive evolution, but it puts up something that should float, and it just makes things awkward. It would require him to have another rapid, but I think we've seen 3 now. We've either seen 3 or 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There goes Mega Gargo Ace. Suspend both Willises, evolve, and there's the suspend both. Put the -5 on both again. And then this should be able to go face-face, because he's only going to be able to redirect once. They're both suspended, so he's not going to be able to get the block in either. Alright, so to the top. We don't have the de-digivolve, so the bodies actually might float here, which is a bit awkward. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, because you're just going to evolve and lock them down. Never mind, de-digivolve, and then that is going to shrink the body. There's the 4th one. Alright. Davis Ken giving 1, Davis giving 1, so we're starting on 5 again. I don't really like the double mem setup, but obviously 1 was hit out of security, so I can't super fault it. Okay. Strip 2 and bounce. Good removal. But you've also given him another Rapidmon back to hand, so this double Willis plus Henry plus terriermon plus L plus ratio should be enough for the crackback. I mean, no even need for the crackback. For some reason, we went sideways. Oh, he chose not to block? Actually, that's kind of based. Wait, why did we not go into... Oh yeah, can't go into Magna X because it was stopped from digivolving. Good use of the Mega Gargo Ace there. So again, not recognizing your risk reward at all. I'm gonna go Alliance, 2 checks through, unsuspend, and then we're also gonna get the suspension through it. That's gonna be 2 checks, and then we are going to finish the game. Good stuff there from Tommy Tricks on the sticks, and he's gonna be staying on top tables. He picks up the win here over Armour. If you like what you saw and you do want to see more, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.